Margin restriction, 70% margin. What is it? How do I go about it? Let me show you. So, on FundedNext, you might have got an email saying that you have been restricted to 1% risk or 70% margin usage. Now, that might happen because you've been risking too much during your challenges or your funded account, whatever. So, how do you know what lot size to use? How do you calculate your margin? FundedNext has a really simple margin calculator. Honestly, I had no clue how to calculate my margin before even entering a trade. I had no clue. But this calculator just tells you exactly how much you're going to be using. I'm like, oh, okay, I can't use more than this specific lot size. So let me show you. So if you search up FundedNext margin calculator, it'll take you to this page, right? And from here, you need to select your model. So I trade a two-step account. So I'm going to click two-step. And my balance actually is a 300k account because I merged 200k and 100k, but it's the exact same. So if we do 100k account, you just multiply the lot size by 3 and it'll be the exact same percentage, right? You get what I mean? So we have a $100,000 account, let's say. And now the instrument. Now I trade mainly gold, NASDAQ and German 40, but for the sake of this video, let's just do gold because most people trade gold. Okay, I know you guys, you trade gold. So XAU USD. Okay, let's click that. Okay, no, I don't know why it's done that. XAU. There we go. XAU USD. And it'll tell you at the current price. Now, this is something to bear in mind, right? If you are using a lot size that is just at 70% margin usage, please bear in mind that when an asset's price goes up, the margin usage also goes up. So as gold's value keeps going up, if you're already close to 70% margin usage, you might go over it. So try to monitor that as well, and don't stick directly as close as possible to 70%. Stay a bit less, maybe 62% or something like that. Right. So let's say you want to use on a 100k account, let's say you want to use a 5 lot, okay? You're using a 5 lots on gold on a 100k account. There we go, straight away it will tell you high margin utilization. You're using $80,964 margin, right? So that means to place a 5 lot on this account with the leverage or whatever, minimum you would need in the account is $80,964 to be able to open a 5 lot position. That's what margin is telling you, and that's what margin is. So now this is telling you that you're using 80,964. So that's approximately 81% of your margin. You need to be below 70%. Okay, let's reduce this. Let's do 4.5. Still over. You're 72 now. Let's do 4.4. You're 71 now. So that's 71%. Okay, this is from a 100k account. So 71,000 from 100,000 is 71%. So let's drop that down to 4.2. There we go. Now you know that on your two-step 100k account at current price of gold, you can use a 4.2 lot size when you're trading, and you'll be below the 70% margin restriction. Now 68% is still very close to 70%, so I would probably just lower it to 4 just to make it a nice number. And there we go, you're 64,000, so almost 65% margin usage. You're clear of that 70%. So there you go. Now you know, on a 100k account, on a two-step evaluation or funded account, you can use 4 lots max on your FundedNext account, and you'll still be below the 70% margin restriction. So that is how you calculate your margin. So now let's say I have a 300k account, so that would simply be 12 lots, 4, 8, 12. Just multiply it by 3 and it'll still be using 64% margin. Now let's increase this to a 200k account. Let's calculate with the 4 lot. And now it's showing you, let me refresh this. Oops. Oh, here we go. It's still using the same thing. It's the margin requirement is still the same. Yes, I forgot that. So whether it's a 200k, 100k, 50k, it'll still say 64,000, but based off your account size, look, now I'm using 130%, like let's say on a 50k account. On a 200k account, I'm using 32%. On a 100k account, I'm using 65%. So the margin requirement stays the same regardless of your account size. So that's why if I'm using a 300k account, I can use a 12 lot because that would still be under 70% margin requirement because you just multiply it by 3. Hopefully that makes sense and you guys understand exactly how to use this margin calculator and how to stay below the 70% requirement. Let's say I want to trade German 40 now, or German 34 FundedNext. Let's see. Okay, I want to use a 10 lot size. That's too much. Okay, I'm using one. That's more than the account. So let's do. Oops. Let's do a 5 lot. Actually, no. Let's do 3. There we go. So you're using 57% margin on that. Let's do 4. So there we go. Now 4 lot size on German 30. You can't do that because you'll be over 70%. So let's do 3.5. And there we go. So now you're below 70% margin. So now you know at the current price of German 30 on a 100k 2-step account, you can use a 3.5 lot size and you'll be below the margin requirements of 70%. This is how you calculate your margin restriction and your margin requirement and how you can stay below the 70%. So let's go over to my funded account. So this is my funded account right here. It's up $33,000. My payout date is literally in, what, 2 days? In 2 days I submit my payout. Now, let's look at the trades that I take. You can see that I use gold quite a bit. And guess what? My lot size is 10. Now, what did we learn from the margin calculator? That on gold, if we use a 4 lot on, if we use a 4 lot size on gold, that uses 65% margin. So that means I can use 12 lots on a 300k account because you just multiply it by 3. But even then I can use 12, but I'm only using 10. So now that shows you that I am well below 70% margin usage. So that's absolutely fine. I can be trading 10 lots on gold with 0 problems because I'm below 70% margin usage. So that's just a quick video on how to use the margin calculator that's built into FundedNext and how you know exactly what lot size to use to stay below the 70% margin requirement so that you don't go over and then breach your account. Not really breach, but you know, go over the restriction that was placed on your account. So hopefully that was helpful, and if you want to sign up to FundedNext, click the link below and use ZAMCO, code ZAMCO, for 120% refund on your first payout. And if you want to use futures, if you want to trade futures with FundedNext, I highly recommend that because I trade them as well. Actually, you know what, before you even do that, let me just show you my futures account. Here we go. I got 3 rapid accounts. They're all 3 of them funded, and it is up $27,000, but another $3,000 I was made today, but that just needs to update. Anyways, so if you want to trade futures with FundedNext, use code ZAMCOFT and you'll get 5% off your purchase. And of course, click the link in the description and sign up. So hopefully this video was helpful, and I'll see you in the next video.